Ladies and gentlemen, by the time I upload this video, it will already be past midnight. Why am I really saying this? Is because tomorrow, Tuesday, is my birthday. As you guys know, my birthday is August 13th. I'll be turning 27 years of age tomorrow. But I will say this though. I am one tired motherfucker. I had a long weekend and a long day today on Monday. Friday, I had to record the podcast, episode 47. Saturday, I had to do a double upload with episode 48 and NXT TakeOver Toronto review. Sunday, I took a day off from the podcast. You guys will get episode 49 on Friday. Sunday, I had to do SummerSlam review. I had to watch SummerSlam, like close to 5 hours of SummerSlam. 5 hours of SummerSlam. Come over here, do a review. Then go to sleep, wake up the next morning, do a 12-hour shift because the Yankees had a doubleheader tonight, and now I'm back home. Right now, it is 11:42 at night. By the time this video is uploaded, it's already fucking midnight. My feet are killing me. I am tired. I have a headache. This video already deserves a thumbs up already and a subscription. Already. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Because did you guys know that 49.9% of you are not subscribed? 49.9% of you who watch my videos and are not subscribed. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And turn those bells for all notifications as well. I cover Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Sometimes I do Crash Team Racing when I really feel like it. And then I do the podcast Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I am fucking tired. I don't even know what to even say about Raw tonight. People were telling me that Raw was a waste of time. TM is telling me that Raw was a waste of time. Outside of Sasha Banks' return and Drew McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander, which people told me the match was really, really good. And also, we got a best 2 out of 3 falls match between Andrade and Rey Mysterio. Yeah, change is happening though. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that change. Still waiting for that change. You do realize that Vince said that on the night after TLC in December. We are in August. We are in August. Where is the change? I don't know. You tell me. Like I said, I didn't review Raw last week because I was in Jersey. So tonight, despite me getting out of work by like 10 o'clock, 10:30, I got home by like 10:55, caught the last 5 minutes of Monday Night Raw, when the last part I seen was when the OC attacked Rollins, then Styles was on the top turnbuckle, sitting on the top turnbuckle, wanting to do the Styles Clash from the top turnbuckle, and then Braun Strowman comes out and destroys the OC, destroys Seth Rollins, and then Strowman grabs the Universal title, hands it to Rollins, and then from there, the show goes off the air. That was the last thing I saw. No, clown, I did not rush home. I did not rush home to watch Raw. I did not. I did also hear that we're getting a King of the Ring tournament next week. Starting next week, we are getting a King of the Ring tournament. I said this on Twitter, and I tweeted this to JD on Twitter. SummerSlam. Not only SummerSlam was fucking god-awful, they're bringing back the King of the Ring. It should be its own pay-per-view. If I was to take out one calendar pay-per-view, one pay-per-view on the entire calendar that I would take off is Money in the Bank. Take out Money in the Bank, put the Money in the Bank ladder match back at WrestleMania, and then you have King of the Ring in June. Where was King of the Ring? Where was Money in the Bank at this year? What, May? I think it was May. I think so. I believe it was May, if I'm not correct. If I'm right, I think it was May. I would take out Money in the Bank, put the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania, and then you just put King of the Ring probably in June. And then, Oh, but what about the fucking Saudi show, Chris? Put it in May. Put it in May. You do Rumble, Chamber, Fastlane in March, WrestleMania in April, the Saudi show in May, King of the Ring in June, Extreme Rules in July, SummerSlam in August, Clash of Champions September, Hell in a Cell October, November Survivor Series obviously, and December. If I was I would take out TLC, the pay-per-view, and bring back Armageddon. Bring back Armageddon. What was wrong with fucking Armageddon back then? I loved Armageddon, especially in December. Oh, it's December. Here comes Armageddon. I loved Armageddon. It wasn't that bad of a fucking pay-per-view back then. It wasn't that bad, but it's still good. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this company. And then I also heard that Sasha Banks came back and turned heel. Let me say this right now about this Sasha Banks whole situation. I will say this right now, because I know I'm going to forget some point in the review. Sasha, listen, I love Sasha. Don't get me wrong, I love Sasha. She's amazing. I love Sasha. Her coming back tonight, some people say it's a good thing. Some people will say it's a bad thing. I'm going to say it's in between. I'm going to tell you why. Sasha coming back, will it bring ratings to the show? Maybe. Maybe. Because Sasha is a really good wrestler. She's really good. I think with Sasha coming back, it brings just a little bit more interest in Monday Night Raw. That's the only negative. That's the only positive about that. The negative part is, which I'll go over right now, the only negative that is, with Sasha Banks coming back, she is a hypocrite. People were saying, oh, that Sasha Banks was crying and shit. Oh, there was no interest for Sasha Banks to come back. Look at her now. She's back. She's back now. For what? She attacked Natty and she attacked Becky. Can I ask why? Can I ask why? I don't know. Maybe some people think it's good. Some people think it's bad about it. I didn't watch it, so I'm going to eventually go watch it when it's on YouTube. When they upload the fucking highlights on YouTube, I'll probably go watch it and see what happens. But other than that, Sasha is now a hypocrite. She was talking all this shit about Vince and the company and stuff, about how she doesn't want to come back. You do realize that Vince gave Bayley the Money in the Bank contract and the championship just to rear in Sasha Banks back to the company. It took her a little long to come back, but she's back nonetheless. How do people feel about Sasha Banks coming back? I'm going to give this a shot. Now, the fact that Sasha Banks is now a heel, now I'm interested. Now I'm interested. Now you got to ask the question, how long will it take for Vince to fuck up? That's what I want to know. How long will it take for Vince to fuck up Sasha Banks' heel turn? A month? 2 months? Maybe going into October? Survivor Series, maybe? How long do you think it'll take for Vince to fuck up Sasha Banks' heel turn? How long? If I have to guess, probably 2 months. I'll say until October they fuck this up. October or November. People were telling me that Drew McIntyre and Cedric Alexander had a fantastic match. We'll go over it on the show. And can I ask, why do we get another Rollins and AJ match on Monday Night Raw? Now, I just got word on the competitors for the King of the Ring tournament, which we will go over in just a second. We will go over that in just a second. But if you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Monday, August 12th, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys are happy about Sasha Banks coming back, leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Monday Night Raw tonight. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells for all notifications. Check out episode 47 of the Reality Podcast from this past Friday, episode 48 from this past Saturday, with NXT TakeOver review on Saturday, and then Sunday we did a SummerSlam review on the channel right now. Right now, if I can pull up the numbers real quick, SummerSlam right now is at 109 views with 17 thumbs up. NXT TakeOver Toronto is at 66 views with 13 thumbs up with over 30 comments. I appreciate you guys, and that's a total of 30 likes and over 57 comments over Saturday and Sunday's TakeOver and SummerSlam pay-per-views alone, with maybe over 180 views on the channel in total. Over at least 180. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Check out all these videos. Will be live on the channel right now. All these videos will also be in the annotation above that you see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connecting with your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And like I said, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells for all notifications. Monday, we do Raw review here. Tuesday, SmackDown Live review. Wednesday, NXT review. Thursday, episodes of Crash Team Racing. Nitro Feud Road to Glory. And also, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we do episodes of the Reality Podcast right here on the channel. Let's begin Monday Night Raw review from the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We're going to begin Monday Night Raw review with this piece of information here. The company known as World Wrestling Entertainment announces all competitors for the King of the Ring tournament. Now, what is on the line here? I don't know. What's on the line here? They did announce on the show that there was going to be a King of the Ring tournament starting next week on Monday Night Raw. I would love to know what's on the line here. So I'm going to sit here and guess. There's going to be, how many superstars we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. This is a 16-man tournament. 8 from Raw and 8 from SmackDown. The winner of this tournament, if you're a Raw superstar, you'll get a future Universal Championship match. If you're a SmackDown superstar and you win the King of the Ring tournament, you will get a future WWE Championship match. Probably either at Survivor Series or at TLC. I'm going to sit here and guess Survivor Series. Now, they got 8 men from Raw and 8 men from SmackDown. So I'm going to announce the Raw side of the King of the Ring tournament. Baron Corbin, who we haven't seen since Extreme Rules. Cesaro, Cedric Alexander, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, and The Miz. Not bad on Raw side. Not bad. Not bad on Raw side. Not really too bad. SmackDown superstars that will be in the King of the Ring tournament. Ali, Andrade, Apollo Crews, Buddy Murphy, Chad Gable. Isn't it Chad Gable on 205 Live? Elias, Kevin Owens, and Sheldon Benjamin. If you was to ask me, SmackDown side's looking a whole lot better on the King of the Ring tournament than Raw side. Obviously, SmackDown will have their own side of the bracket, and Raw will have their own side of the bracket. I think they're probably going to have the King of the Ring finals somewhere down the road. I don't know when, but I'm going to give this tournament a chance here. Because not only I missed the King of the Ring tournament, I missed the pay-per-view as well. And like I said earlier, take out Money in the Bank, put the Money in the Bank ladder match back at WrestleMania, you substitute Money in the Bank with King of the Ring. And the King of the Ring will be the perfect bridge between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. And like I said, you have WrestleMania in April. You can have one Saudi show in May. And then from May right there, you have June, which is the King of the Ring. The King of the Ring is the perfect bridge between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. It's the perfect bridge. And then when we get to June, we have a King of the Ring tournament. The winner of that tournament gets a championship match at SummerSlam. It's an easy way to book things. It's a very easy way to book it. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. How come Vince can't give us that? The King of the Ring tournament, especially on a pay-per-view with the King of the Ring pay-per-view back in the freaking pay-per-view calendar. I would love it if they bring back the King of the Ring as a pay-per-view. I would love it. When you have King of the Ring on your mind, you have Mick Foley and Taker. It's just that simple. When you think about King of the Ring, you think about Brock Lesnar winning the King of the Ring tournament. Edge, Owen Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Sheamus. Look how many people have won the King of the Ring and have elevated their careers. The men that I just mentioned. Sheamus, Edge, Stone Cold, Triple H, Owen Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, King Booker, William Regal. Look at all those men. Future Hall of Famers and some Hall of Famers there. I'm telling you, the King of the Ring tournament is going to elevate your career. But at this point, will it really elevate the superstar? And I'm going to sit here and say this now. Whoever wins this King of the Ring tournament is going to get a push. It's going to get a big push. Now, when they start the bracket and the tournament, I'll give you guys my predictions on who will win on the Raw side and who will win on the SmackDown side. If I was to choose one winner from Raw and SmackDown, but we got to see when this tournament will begin. I'm hearing it's next week, but would it really start it next week? Let's see what happens there. I want to see how the bracket ends up showing. If it's all Raw and all SmackDown, I'll give you guys my prediction on the podcast. But let's begin Monday Night Raw review, shall we, from the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So the show started off with highlights from SummerSlam last night, in which Seth Rollins defeated Brock Lesnar to become the two-time Universal Champion. Cry me a fucking river. Now, since I didn't watch Raw, I'm just going to read the notes that I have here, and I'm going to give you guys my reaction to it. Sounds good? Good. So Rollins makes his way to the ring in a shirt and jeans. He grimaces and holds his ribs after he lifts the title above his head. Rollins says last night he wasn't sure he had what it took, but the last few weeks have been the toughest of his career. And he still walked down to the ring and stared Brock in the eyes. He says Brock is everything they had. They say it more. He's a beast. The fans chant, Beast Slayer. Rollins says he emptied the tank, but then the fans came alive and they took him to another level. A level he couldn't reach on his own. He says he knew he had what it took in that moment, and he remembered that he is Seth freaking Rollins. And that is why he is standing here tonight, the Universal Champion. Then all of a sudden, AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, the OC, make their way down to the ring. And I'm just thinking to myself here as I'm reading this, don't tell me we're getting another Rollins and Styles match at Clash of Champions. Please, I hope that is not the case here. Styles tells Seth to hold on. He says the OC wants to be the first to congratulate him, and they applaud together. However, Seth doesn't have to worry about Brock anymore, but he does have to worry about AJ Styles. Mr. Styles, sir, he has already worried about you. He's already worried about you. Back in Money in the Bank. He says he has a lot to prove, but tonight he wants to challenge Seth to a match tonight because he wants to prove that he's a better champion. Rollins says he's always had respect for Styles, but not anymore. That being said, he doesn't back down from a fight, so challenge accepted. So we're getting a match between AJ Styles and Seth Rollins in a champion versus champion match tonight. AJ extends his hand for Seth to shake, but Rollins is reluctant, so AJ makes Gallows and Anderson leave the ring, then asks for the shake again. Seth shakes and AJ turns to leave. Then pretends that he was about to attack Rollins just to keep him on edge, but the fans are chanting AJ Styles. So we got this match on Monday Night Raw, champion versus champion. And it just hit midnight right now, so happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. The Street Profits are backstage. Montez Ford says tonight's Raw is getting all the smoke. Dawkins isn't so fired up. He says he dehydrated the post-SummerSlam party. Sami Zayn walks up and says to enjoy their time here while they can, but the longer they are here, the more the parasites in the crowd will suck their soul. Damn, Zayn, seriously, Jesus Christ. Zayn says Seth came into the company as the grittiest architect of the Shield, But now he's a pandering fool. He says Becky Lynch, who he loves, when she became the man, it was real, but now it's manufactured. I love that line, to be honest with you. I love that line. Dawkins says if that happens to everyone, and Zayn says yes. Dawkins asks if it happens to Samoa Joe, who Sammy doesn't know is behind him. Zayn says yes, that Joe came into the company as King Kong, beating on everyone, but last week he's out there wondering if Roman Reigns is okay. Joe yells at Zayn and says that since he's just a softie, Zayn has the chance to get it off his chest right now. He challenges him to a match, then shoves him into some production boxes. How do you guys feel about Samoa Joe's babyface turn? How do you guys feel about that? I'm gonna sit here and give it a chance. But then again, you expect this company to really take advantage of a babyface turn for Samoa Joe? No. You can't trust this company at all, whatsoever. You cannot trust this company. You just can't. Next Monday Night on Raw will be the King of the Ring tournament. We see the replays of the attempted attack on Roman Reigns. So there you go right there. We got a match between Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn. I heard this match was quick. The match is underway as Sami goes right after Joe, but the Samoan Bulldozer retaliates with repeated headbutts. Zayn jumps over Joe, but then gets grabbed into the Coquina clutch and taps out. Joe wins in a quick fashion. After the match, the fans chant Joe's name. He says he may have forgiven Roman for the misguided claims that he was behind the attacks. However, the forgiveness is not extended to fans. He will never forgive the fans for thinking he's capable of such accuracies. Maybe it wasn't Joe who attacked Roman. Maybe. I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to give this babyface turn a chance. I am. I really am. I'm going to give this babyface turn just a chance to see where it goes from there. So Joe picks up a quick victory over Sami Zayn. I hope Sami Zayn, when he was napping from the Coquina clutch, he was dreaming about a match between Sami Zayn and Kenny Omega. Or Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes. Or Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. The Miz is shown backstage. We'll be facing Dolph Ziggler after the break. We'll also be getting a Skype call interview with Steve Austin. A Skype call from Steve Austin, really? Interesting. The Miz makes his way down to the ring, followed by Dolph Ziggler. However, Ziggler is wearing street clothes and holding his ribs. He comes to the ring and says he hopes Miz is happy. We all know he couldn't beat him, so he stick Goldberg on him. He says he cannot medically compete because of how many times he was speared. He was only speared 3 times, and you were an incredibly seller last night, Mr. Dolph Ziggles, sir. But Miz's plans are screwed because the bloodthirsty Canadians in attendance don't get to see it. Ziggler turns to leave, but then runs back and attacks Miz. From behind, Dolph Ziggler rips his jacket off and continues beating Miz down in the corner. The match is going to happen after the commercial break. We got a match between Miz and Dolph Ziggler. We got this announcement during the weekend that it was going to be Dolph and Miz on Monday Night Raw. This was supposed to happen at SummerSlam, but they scrapped that, obviously. They gave us Ziggler and Goldberg in a 1:24 match at SummerSlam. Miz wins here. I'm not surprised. Ziggles is a fucking loser. Just know. A purified loser. I don't give a shit. It says here in my notes here, Ziggler stomps up the band but can't land swing chin music. Miz gets Ziggler in a figure 4 and Dolph struggles to the bottom rope but can't get it and has to tap out, so the Miz wins. As Miz is leaving, Dolph gets on the microphone again after the match and tells Miz he's a coward. How is Miz a coward when he just made you tap out? He said that Miz isn't even the best wrestler in his family, his wife is. There we go again, cutting ass on his wife. He says his injuries were mere flesh-related. Miz comes back down and hits Ziggler with the skull-crushing finale. So there you go from there. Do I care about Dolph Ziggler? No! I don't. Becky Lynch has an interview with Charlie Caruso, which is Bay, and she says she has respect for Natalya after last night. However, a while ago, she said she didn't care about having friends, and she's coming for everyone. So their best bet is to get her before she gets them. Really now. Elias is in the ring as we come back from the break. Elias says he is interrupted by a WWE legend that last night, which is Edge. I heard it was a fantastic segment there between Elias and Edge. Elias says he never gets through his song, so he has the crowd count down to see who will interrupt. They count down, but no one comes out. Elias says we'll have the first uninterrupted song tonight, but as soon as he starts, he stopped. Tonight is Ricochet who interrupts him. I know Jessica's going fucking crazy at some point during the show. Ricochet makes his way to the ring and says people don't interrupt him because it's cool. They interrupt him because he sucks. No shit, Ricochet, no shit. The crowd cheered that Elias says a guy dressed like a comic book character isn't going to tell him what's cool or not. It's just true there. Elias demands the referee so he can show him what he's about, and we have ourselves a little match between Ricochet and Elias. Of course, because we have two people in the ring and you demand the referee, we get a matchup on Monday Night Raw. Are you fucking serious? Put me to sleep. I have the NyQuil and my fucking blanket and my fucking pillow nice and ready. Ricochet versus Elias. Ricochet wins here. Ricochet goes for a tope, but Elias moves and Ricochet lands hard. Elias gets him in the ring and grabs his guitar. The referee stops Elias from using his guitar. Ricochet super kicks Elias and goes up top for a sunset flip. The referee counts 3, but Elias had his shoulder up. So Ricochet wins. Of course, they use the fucking fuck finish. I bet you money we'll see this match next week on Monday Night Raw. Guarantee you. Oh, my shoulder was up and Ricochet got the victory. Let's get a match up next week on Monday Night Raw, where we don't care because we already saw it last week. I hope, honestly, with this King of the Ring tournament, I hope they use this tournament to build up Ricochet. If I was to pick one superstar, let me see the list again. Let me pull up the list again on my phone. Let me pull up the list. Out of the Raw side, you got Baron Corbin, Cesaro, Cedric Alexander, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, and The Miz. If I have to pick 2 people out of the Raw side to win this tournament, it's Ricochet and Drew McIntyre. Because Drew McIntyre needs a reset button. He needs a reset button after the fact that Drew was ashamed of the entire year. Of the close to the entire year so far. If there's one person in this Raw side of the King of the Ring tournament that needs a serious win, it's Drew McIntyre. If it's not Drew, it's Ricochet. Because so far on Ricochet's Raw run so far on the main roster, he sucks. And I can't believe I'm saying that about Ricochet. Because Ricochet is fucking fantastic. Ricochet was a beast down in NXT. Right now, being called up in the main roster, he looks fucking ordinary and generic. If Ricochet needs a win here in this tournament, you book Ricochet up against Seth Rollins, possibly at either... If they have this tournament, I said the finals would be a Hell in a Cell. I would have Ricochet go after Seth Rollins for the Universal title. Give me Ricochet and Seth Rollins for the Universal title down the road. I'll be happy with it. But like I said, back on SummerSlam review last night, if there's one person that's going to take the title for Seth Rollins, if it's not Ricochet as of right now, it's Bray Wyatt. It's Bray Wyatt. So on the Raw side, if I'm picking this tournament on the Raw side to win, either Drew McIntyre or Ricochet so far. Because Ricochet, he needs some serious pushing. He really does. He's too good to be on the main roster and not use him. He's just too good. He's just too good on the main roster. Too good for his talent to be wasted on Monday Night Raw. You have him lose to AJ last night, but you have him win over Elias. And Elias is a nobody. Elias is a nobody. Especially on Raw and SmackDown, alongside with Shane McMahon. Especially that. 2 out of 3 falls match. You get Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. Andrade wins 2 straight falls. Great way to kill the 2 out of 3 aspect the 2 out of 3 falls aspect, when NXT TakeOver Toronto had the best 2 out of 3 falls match of the entire year. Oh, TakeOver had a 2 out of 3 falls match. Let's use that 2 out of 3 falls on Andrade and Mysterio. Andrade wins here, 2 straight falls. Complete sweep of Rey Mysterio. Ricochet. Andrade wins the first fall after Andrade with a roll up and Vega holds Rey's feet for the first fall, so Andrade wins. And then Andrade wins the second fall in the entire match, with Andrade winning with the Hammerlock DDT after countering the 619. Well, after Rey hit the 619, followed by senton, but Andrade got his knees up. Then Andrade hits the Hammerlock DDT for the win. What does this do for Andrade? Nothing! I'm still mad at how this company is not pushing Andrade. Come on. It's just fucking sad. We get the Skype call with Michael Cole with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin does a split screen interview with Michael Cole. Austin is asked what he thought about the main event of SummerSlam, to which Texas Rousey says Seth's performance was highly impressive. He says Seth came into that match under 100% and he performed incredible. Austin said he always wondered just who Seth freaking Rollins is, but last night Seth proved it to him. Cole says he knows Austin gave Rollins some advice recently at Raw Reunion and asked him what it was. Stone Cold says he told him to just give it his all and be himself. Austin says Seth cashed a cliche his ass can keep. Cole then promotes Straight Up Steve Austin, which airs after Raw tonight. So I have to go watch it because I've really, that show has really caught my attention low key. It really did. I want to see the stuff that Stone Cold does outside of wrestling. I really do. There's something interesting that I want to see here. Rey is walking backstage when he was interviewed by Charlie Caruso, which is Bay. She asked Rey for his thoughts after his loss, to which Mysterio says he doesn't know where his career is going to go, but he has a family to support. Rey gets emotional and walks off singing, "My family." Go to AEW, bro. At this point, you're being miscast on the main roster now. Go to AEW, bro. Be yourself. Go to AEW. This company doesn't need somebody like Rey Mysterio. Doesn't. Really doesn't. Montez Ford is backstage and he tells Rey to keep his head up. He says 619 forever and asks Dawkins to agree, but Angel is passed out. Ford tries to wake him up and Angel doesn't even know he's at Raw. Ford tells him he needs to wake up because they need to hype the match with his woman, Nikki Cross. Dawkins smiles and his eyes closed, with his eyes closed, then starts juggling a full jug of water, so Ford walks off. Drew McIntyre's in Gorilla, and he says tonight ends a saga between him and Cedric Alexander. He says the story doesn't end with a big win for Cedric, but what's actually going to happen is he will cave Alexander's skull in, and the fairy tale ends. We get a match between Cedric Alexander and Drew McIntyre. I heard this match was fantastic. I heard this match was really good. But I heard that Drew McIntyre wins here. The crowd is chanting, "This is awesome." Alexander goes for a lumbar check again, but McIntyre gets out. McIntyre elbows him and goes for an inverted Alabama slam, but Alexander counters into a victory roll for a near fall. They hit the ropes, and McIntyre turns him inside out with a nasty Claymore kick, and that's all she wrote. Drew McIntyre wins over Cedric Alexander. I heard this match was fantastic. I heard people tell me on Twitter, "Chris, you need to go watch this match between Cedric Alexander and Drew McIntyre." Eventually I will. I'm just not going to have the time for it right now because not only I'm doing this review, I'm fucking tired as fuck. I'm tired as fuck. And on top of that, today's my fucking 27th birthday. Gosh, I'm fucking old. Jesus Christ. Drew gets the victory over Cedric Alexander. AJ Styles is backstage with Gallows and Anderson. Styles says it was a big deal that Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar last night. Gallows even says AJ Styles couldn't beat Lesnar. Of course, Styles didn't appreciate that. Styles says Rollins will be a great champion one day, but tonight he'll embarrass him. Ooh. We see Paul Heyman walking backstage looking angry. He walks into Brock Lesnar's locker room. Did we even see Brock at all during this show? I don't know. We see Charlie Caruso backstage waiting for an interview. Paul Heyman, in the meantime, No Way Jose is in the ring for a match. We got No Way Jose in a match tonight against Robert Roode. Robert Roode wins with the glorious DDT. Do you care about Robert Roode? No. Do you care about No Way Jose? No. Two nobodies. And I can't believe I'm saying this about Robert Roode. Or should I say Bobby Roode? I'm still gonna ask you questions to this day. How do you fuck up somebody like Bobby fucking Roode? Are you fucking serious right now? How you fuck up somebody like Bobby Roode? The man was a fucking monster in NXT. A monster! NXT title reign, 5-star classic fucking Nakamura, at TakeOver San Antonio and Orlando. Come on. How do you fuck up somebody like Bobby Roode? Seriously now. Caruso interviews Heyman backstage and says history was made last night. Heyman mocks her and says he has the exclusive. Earlier today, World Wrestling Team announced Brock Lesnar was not entitled to a rematch against Seth Rollins because they abolished the rematch clause, Mr. Heyman. You should know that because you are the executive director of Monday Night Raw. You should know by now that the rematch clause has been abolished. You should know that by now, Mr. Heyman. Heyman is angry and begins to say why that's unfair, but stops and walks back into the locker room. I already see it. We're going to get another Brock versus Rollins match down the road. I guarantee it's going to happen. I just guarantee you. I guarantee you it's bound to happen. Do I want to see it again? No. You already did it to me at WrestleMania, and you already did it at SummerSlam. What makes you think a third time around between those two men is going to be that much better? Out of both them matches back at WrestleMania and SummerSlam, in my honest opinion, the match at SummerSlam was better. Don't get me wrong. The match that Rollins and Lesnar had at WrestleMania was good. It's just that the match they had at SummerSlam last night topped it. Topped it. Topped it. We got a match between the Revival and the Lucha House Party. This match goes to a no contest. This match goes to a no contest. The Revival against the Lucha House Party goes to a no contest. I am done with the Revival. Done. When does the Revival's contract expire with Wrestling Entertainment? Can somebody please tell me, please? Because I am sick and tired of seeing the Revival get booked like fucking garbage. Just give me a match between the Revival and the Lucha Bros. Give me a match between the Revival and the Young Bucks. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Give me a match between the Revival and Cody and Dustin. That's all I want at this point. The Revival on Raw are fucking garbage. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm waiting for them to be released or be fired or something like that so they go to All Elite Wrestling. Simple. Simple. The match goes to a no contest. The Lucha House Party hit dives onto all the wrestlers running down the ramp, which is, I don't even know who it is. I don't even give a shit. Dash and Dawson hit R-Truth with a heart attack and pin them together to become the first 24/7 champion. The Revival won the 24/7 title. Can you say buried? Can you spell the word buried? Kalisto hits Dawson with a salute of the soul. Don't give a fuck. Kalisto covers, but Wilder puts him out. Carmella rolls R-Truth onto Dawson to win back the title. Now R-Truth all of a sudden is now a 12-time champion. 12-time, 24/7 champion. R-Truth comes, then Carmella runs up the ramp with all the others in tow. Mavericks is last and stops at the top of the ramp to catch his breath. Just as he walks off, however, Truth and Carmella come back up the other side and leave through a side area. The camera follows Truth and Carmella backstage as they're out of breath. Truth is cheering about how many title wins he has. When Elias walks up and breaks the guitar over his back, Elias pins Truth. Elias is now the new 24/7 champion. Done. Absolutely done. This is fucking garbage. I really don't care about this at all. Keep the 24/7 championship off of fucking television. Put it on social media, please. It is killing the overall product that it is Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. Seriously, it really is. We get a video package with replaying the attacks on Roman Reigns. Tomorrow night, Roman will face Buddy Murphy. We all know what's going to happen there. Roman's going to squash Buddy Murphy under 10 minutes. Guarantee you. Natalya makes way down to the ring with her arm in a sling. Highlights are shown of her match against Becky Lynch last night. Natalya says she faced Becky Lynch last night and tapped out. She says Lynch out-wrestled her and was the better woman on the night. Natalya says she has a dislocated elbow and will have an MRI soon. But she doesn't take back anything she said about Becky Lynch, and they will fight again when this is over. Natalya now wants to share a story. Last night, her dad, Jim Neidhart, came into her in her dream and said he was proud of her. Natalya reminds us it's been a year since her dad died. God rest his soul, by the way. Jim Neidhart, God rest his soul. So from there, we see the return of Sasha Banks. She freaking attacks Natalya and Becky Lynch with a steel chair. I'm going to sit here and say this now. I already said this on the beginning of the video, and I'm going to add on to it. Don't tell me we are getting Sasha versus Becky at Clash of Champions for the Raw Women's Championship. Because, by the way, Sasha came back and attacked Becky Lynch as well. I think we're gonna get Sasha versus Becky at Clash of Champions for the Raw Women's Championship. I'm okay with it. Becky needs new challengers. So Ronda comes back, or eventually when Shayna gets called up. I'm okay with it. It's just that, do I think Sasha is gonna take the title off of Becky Lynch if this happens? No. Because we all know Becky is gonna hold that championship for Ronda Rousey when Ronda comes back. Or who knows? What if Sasha is the woman to take the championship for fucking Becky Lynch? Who knows? What if? Who knows? I don't know. How you guys feel about Sasha Banks' return? Leave a comment down below in the comment section. We get the War Raiders. I'm not going to call them the Viking Raiders. The War Raiders, Hanson and Rowe, against Carter Mason and Sebastian Swave. Squash. Absolutely squash. I know for a fact that without even reading the fucking notes here, War Raiders win with Thor's hammer. Do I care about the fucking War Raiders? No. They are done. I don't care. Caruso interviews Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross backstage. She says they're defending their titles often. Bliss says of course they are, because they aren't like chatty predecessors. Cross says she shouldn't do anything. She shouldn't do any of this without Bliss, who says they're going to beat the Kabuki Warriors next. We get a match between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross against the Kabuki Warriors for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I am not going to go over this whole entire thing. Just know Nikki and Alexa won. Asuka and Kairi Sane are officially done. I don't care. I don't care. Like I said, as long as the titles go to Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how long their reign lasts. As long as Mandy and Sonya are next in line to win the titles, I don't care. I don't give a shit. And by the way, fuck Alexa Bliss. Fuck that bitch. Triggered, salty, pissed, mad, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Fuck Iconic fans. Fuck Alexa Bliss fans. If you're triggered, let me know. Because A, I don't give a fuck. B, I don't give a fuck. And C, did I forget to mention that I don't give a fuck? This is to all for Alexa Bliss fans and fucking Iconic fans. Fuck you. Fuck you. You are cancer to social media. Cancer. Cancer. You guys are the reasons why DJ Storm's main Twitter account got suspended. Oh, but you guys didn't know that I was gonna know about that though, right? Trust me, I see things, I know things. I'm not stupid. Alexa Bliss fans are stupid. Iconic fans are retarded. If you are a fan of Alexa Bliss or the Iconics, you have a fucking serious problem. You should not be a wrestling fan, period. In the words of my 12-year-old sister, period. Period. Seth Rollins cuts a promo backstage and says that AJ Styles wants to prove he's the best champion. But maybe AJ has forgotten that he did what he couldn't do, which is beat Brock Lesnar. Twice! And he beat AJ at Money in the Bank. So tonight, he's going to stomp his head once again and remind him who is the real champion is. Really now? Wow. Wow, Mr. Rollins, you really tried to make yourself look absolutely cool. When you're not. Just saying there. Finally, guys, main event, we got Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. This match, Rollins won by disqualification. Obviously, of course, because Garrison Daniels ran in and attacked Rollins. Obviously, of course. Styles, Gallows and Anderson beat on Seth Rollins until Ricochet comes running down to make the save. Ricochet takes out Anderson, but then Gallows does him up and they hit the boot of doom. They throw Ricochet from the ring. Then AJ instructs his cohorts to lift Rollins up for the top rope Styles class before AJ can do. However, Braun Strowman comes down and hits both Gallows and Anderson with shoulder tackles. He then hits AJ with a running power slam and poses for the crowd. Braun grabs the Universal title, and hands it to Rollins. The three of them stand together to end the show. And that is it for Monday Night Raw. I can already tell this show was a complete waste of time. I already know. This show's a complete waste of time. From what I've read in my notes, a complete waste of everybody's time. Outside of Sasha Banks' comeback and Cedric versus Drew and the announcement of the King of the Ring tournament, that was it. Those were the three highlights of the entire show. Other than that, nothing else happened on the show. I don't care. People were telling me that it was a fucking waste of everybody's time. And I bet it was. Thank God I didn't watch the show. I came in with the last 5 minutes of Raw left to go. And I told you, I came back home, I put on Raw, and I saw Styles trying to do the top rope Styles clash until Braun came out, took out the OC, gave Rollins the title, show goes off the air. That's all I seen. That's all I seen. If you guys saw 3 hours of Raw tonight, God bless you. And you have to withstand all those 3 hours, God bless you. God bless you. And I'm getting the fuck up out of here because I am fucking exhausted. I had a 12-hour shift today. I'm fucking tired. And by the way, today is my birthday. So if you guys haven't tweeted me happy birthday or leave a comment down below, leave a comment down below. Leave a happy birthday comment down below or tweet me on Twitter, which is down below on the layout. Right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed Raw Review, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought on Monday Night Raw. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below. Turn on both for notifications. Episode 47 of the podcast, live on the channel right now. Episode 48 as well, live on the podcast right now. Live on the channel right now with NXT TakeOver review and SummerSlam review as well. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connected with me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And like I said, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below. Turn those bells for notifications. Monday, we do Raw Review. Tuesday, SmackDown Review. Wednesday, NXT Review. Thursday, Crash Team Racing gameplay. And Friday to Sunday, episodes of the Reality Podcast live on the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Review. Let's see if the Yankees even play tomorrow because I heard it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. And if the game is postponed, I'll give you guys a SmackDown Review right here on the channel tomorrow. Until then, I am Chris. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video all over social media. I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Review. Until then, I am Chris. Talk to you guys later.